Welcome to the adventures of
G and Z. I'm G.
And I'm Z.
What are we going to do today?
We're going to be making some maple bacon cornbread.
Maple bacon cornbread. So what we're going to do is actually use the gift that you and your mom gave me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so this little gift bag already has a mix in it that has flour, cornmeal, and baking powder, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then we already have our ingredients out that we're going to be adding to the mix to make our maple bacon cornbread today, right? So we also want you to know that we had to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So we've already got the oven ready to go. And now we're just going to start mixing.
Okay. So first we are going to be adding baking powder to the cornbread mix. So in here is the mix.
And you and your mom bought this for me at a little kind of country store type place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of cool that they have these little mixes already pre-made for you, and then all you have to do is add your own extra ingredients. Okay.
So now we are going to add baking powder, and we need half a TSP. What's TSP?
TSP is teaspoon. So a half of a teaspoon, and we know that we have to kind of level that out before we put it in the bowl, correct? Added our half a teaspoon of baking powder. What's next?
We need to add vegetable oil, which we already have measured.
And how much vegetable oil?
Half a cup.
Half a cup. And do the directions say for us to add all of this in a specific order?
No. Next, we are going to add our sour cream or yogurt, and this is yogurt.
Okay, well, let's just pause for just a moment and let's talk about this yogurt for a minute. Now, Z has an allergy to dairy, and we are very familiar with allergies and sensitivities to food in our family. Even Z's mom has an allergy to peanuts, so we have to always be really careful about the things that we use to cook with or the things that we eat. So this is actually a soy-based yogurt, and that's what we chose to get for this particular recipe. So tell me about your dairy allergy. Does it interfere with your life much?
Not really.
Not really, because there are a lot of products out there now that you can use as an alternative, right? So whenever you come to stay with me, we have dairy-free cheese, we have special butter that we use. So it really doesn't impact us life that much whenever we're with family, but whenever we're out and about, we always have to be very careful, and we need to review menus and ingredients and sort of be really careful about the things that we get while we're out and about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So next, we add our eggs.
Okay.
Do you want to add one?
I want you to do it when you get done with your shell, though, if you put it back in that little bowl there. Good job. Z is actually a master chef in the making.
Next, we are going to mix it with our whisk.
And then do we add the maple syrup a little bit later?
Yes, we whisk it in.
Okay. So we need to mix all of that first.
Stop the video so you can see it.
Do you want some help?
Yes. So after we mix that up, we're going to crumble in the bacon, which we already have right there.
Do we put the maple syrup in first?
Yes.
Okay. And this is actually pure maple syrup because it's delicious.
Very delicious.
It's all kind of stuck in the whisk, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a little crazy that they want us to use a whisk for this. this recipe.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get it all kind of mixed in there.
Yeah. It looks pretty good.
Yeah. Actually does look good. Make sure we have it all mixed because I can still see some dried.
And while it looks like this, you can't eat it because there's raw eggs, and you will get sick if you eat raw eggs.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Because some of us like to eat cookie dough. Right? Okay.
There is a company that makes pre-made cookie dough that doesn't have eggs in it that you can eat.
Oh, cool. I like the way that sounds. Okay.
Next, we get to crumble the bacon.
Crumble the bacon.
Uh-oh. Got the big piece in there.
And how many slices of bacon did we need?
We
for this
needed
recipe?
8 pieces of
We
bacon.
had to have 8.
And we went ahead and cooked them yesterday so that they would be ready.
We cooked them yesterday and we put them in the refrigerator, and then this morning got them out and warmed them up and crisped them up really well so that we knew that they would crumble really well.
Mm-hmm. This is a lot of bacon.
It is a lot of bacon. I think it'll be delicious.
Yeah. You'll get bacon in every bite.
I think that's the idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you a little story about the difference between G and Z and bacon. Z kind of likes his bacon when we have breakfast. He likes his bacon a little floppy.
Yes.
And G, I like my bacon crispy. If you're going to give me bacon, give me crispy bacon. Right?
Yes. Whoops.
So we have to cook it a couple of different ways. We actually cook ours in the oven. And whenever I'm making bacon for him, then I get some of it out for him whenever it gets to be done enough for him, and then I put the rest back in and I wait until it's crispy for me. Awesome.
Now we're going to transfer to prepared loaf pan.
Don't we need to mix our bacon up first?
Oh.
Let's mix that bacon in there really well. And I'll move this plate out of the way. Stir, stir, stir. Oh my goodness, I think this is so, it sounds scrumptious, really, because maple and bacon.
It's good anyway.
Oh my goodness, I think it would be, and I love cornbread anyway. Do you like cornbread?
Yes, I do like cornbread.
Yes. So good.
Okay. So that is mixed
And it says prepared pan. So what do you think it means by prepared pan?
that we already have our baking oil.
This is a spray that has it's kind of combined where it's a grease and a flour type mixture. So we need to spray that. Gotta spray. Do you want me to help?
Yeah.
We have to make sure we get all the sides. Because we don't want it to stick. We don't want any of that deliciousness to stick, right? Whoops.
So
Goodness, over here.
I'll let you transfer it, and
You'll
I'll
let me
hold
transfer?
the bowl.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have to kind of hold on to it a little bit just so that I can manage getting it in here. This recipe said for us to put it in a loaf pan, which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
For cornbread.
Usually you put it in like a muffin pan or something.
Yeah,
to
you
where
can make
you
corn
make individual
muffins,
pieces.
or you can use an iron skillet, which is what a lot of people do for cornbread. But this one specifically said a loaf pan, so we'll see how it turns out. So now we're going to put that into our preheated 350-degree oven, And it has to bake for how long?
48 minutes.
48 minutes. That's a really long time. So we're going to put this in the oven, and when we get ready to get it out, we'll come back and let you know how it turns out.
Okay. Oh, there's our timer.
Here we go. Wow, it looks absolutely wonderful, doesn't it? Okay, now we have to let it cool a little bit before we try it, right?
Yeah.
We'll let it cool just a little bit because I think it would be really good with it being still a little warm, right? Okay, so we'll let it cool for a few minutes and we'll be back to try it. Our cornbread is cooled enough and we are going to slice that, and we're also going to enjoy it with some butter. And Z, we've talked about his dairy allergy before, and so there's a special kind of butter that we buy, and he said he's never had it with butter, so we're going to try it with his special butter, and then I'm going to use just regular butter because it's delicious. You ready? Okay. You want the end piece? No? I do. Yum. Crispy.
Whoa, you can see the bacon.
You can see the bacon. See the steam coming out still?
Yeah.
Mmm, nice and warm. Nice and warm. Oop, I'm making a mess.
That looks so good.
Okay, see if you can get, sometimes it's kind of tough to get butter to spread. So I hope we can manage this. You got it? It's kind of crumbly, isn't it?
Yeah, that's okay.
You got it?
No.
Let's see. Oh, your piece is crumbling a little more than mine was. Oh no. Okay.
That's okay.
Just kind of slather it on there.
Yeah,
So.
that's good.
All right. I'm going to show my butter. You ready to give it a try? It's kind of falling apart, isn't it? Okay, ready? That's delicious. It really has a really good cornbread flavor to it as well.
It's very bacony.
And very bacony, yeah. Let's see if we can see all that bacon in there. Wow.
That's why it made us put 8 pieces.
Okay, we're going to finish enjoying our maple bacon cornbread. We hope that you've enjoyed watching us bake in our first baking adventure. So as always,
Be adventurous! Bye!